In today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to charge $1,000 for a real estate video no matter where you live in the world. America, Canada, Europe, anywhere, even Australia. I'm gonna teach you guys no matter where in the world you live, how to charge $1,000 for a real estate video. And I know the struggle because when I first got into this, my first video was $75, my very first video. And I slowly worked my way up to $1,000 and now I charge $2,000 for the starting video. So if I can do it, you can do it. And also, I'm just wondering, have you ever felt like you had to drop your rate to close a deal? Like in order to really get what you're looking for, you would love to charge $1,000, but you're like, I could do it for $500 or $750 or $800 because you want to close the deal. I'm wondering, have you ever felt like that? Have you ever felt scared to lose the sale? Like if you're on the phone with a client, yet you have to get this sale because if you get off the phone and they don't buy it, that you're going to lose the client. Have you ever felt like that? I'm curious. Have you ever felt the need to over-explain yourself? You tell them the cameras you're using or how long it takes you or really how much work actually goes into it. Like you have to justify yourself to the client to get the sale. Have you ever felt like that? And this one might hit home. Have you ever felt like your work isn't good enough? Like your work isn't where it should be to charge what you want? Have you ever felt like that? Have you ever felt like if only my work was this or if only I had this camera that I could charge $1,000? Have you ever felt that feeling? And overall, I'm curious if you felt any of these things. I'm not sure if you felt those things. I know for sure that that's how I used to feel. But in this video, I'm gonna teach you guys the exact strategy to charge $1,000. So let's buckle in, don't skip off the video. If you wanna do it, if you're cool with the $500 video or the $800 video, I don't care where you live in the world. This is a valuable asset to a realtor. Having a video, a high quality video, especially a vertical one, of an agent on camera. You can charge $1,000. People are doing it all over the world. We have students doing it in Europe, in Canada, everywhere. And if you want it, I'm gonna teach you guys the exact process. Let's get into it. So the very first step to charging $1,000 for a video is you have to establish a company page, not your personal page. This is one of the biggest hurdles that people never get over. Because when you're doing it off of a personal page, it's, let's say, we'll use myself as an example, Claudio. So they're gonna go hire Claudio. It's very easy to negotiate with a person. It's very easy to negotiate with, a freelancer. It's very easy to negotiate with a videographer. It's a lot harder to negotiate with a company. Companies have set rates. You don't go to Starbucks and say, well, I could give you $5 for an $8 coffee. You have to establish yourself as a company. Now, even in the beginning, if you're not yet charging $1,000 for a video, likely you're on your own and it's just you. But remember, you're building a company. So the first thing you want to do is you want to establish your company page. I see this mistake happen all the time. These guys get stuck because they're doing everything based off their personal page, their own image, their own likeness. It's very hard to grow a team like that. And it's also very hard to grow a company. So you want to focus on building a company Instagram page and not your personal. This is the first step to charging $1,000 per video. The next step is you want to make your first 9 posts. You don't want to look like a robot. You want to make sure that when people come to your Instagram page, think about this. It's like a virtual business card. You could hand off a business card, or you could hand off a business card with your own videos on that. How much better is that? So your first 9 posts are super important. What are you supposed to do for those first 9 posts? You could show the real estate that you're shooting, really good videos, really aim to produce well. You could show your own personal behind the scenes. You could share your personal story. It's your company page, but remember that those first 9 posts, when people click on your profile or if you're messaging someone and they check out your account, you better believe they're looking at it. And what are they seeing? I mean, really answer that question for yourself. When somebody goes to your company page, what 9 posts do they see? Are you happy with it? Or are you saying, oh, I'm working on it? If you say you're working on it, you got work to do. Let's get to the next one. So now that you're working off your company page and you have your first 9 posts, once again, that 9 can start at 9, it can go to 18, 27. It just gets better and better because it's a 3x3 grid. So you have an Instagram page that doesn't look like a robot. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to attract and interact with potential clients. You want to find local agents in your area and attract them, right? Attract them, make great videos, get people coming to your account. And then once they're coming to your account, you're looking good, also interact with them. My rule of thumb, if you're not yet to $10,000 a month, or if you're not to $100,000 a year, right? You really, really, really want to be intentional about sending 100 messages a day. 100 messages a day. It is a lot of work. Trust me, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot easier when you have a great profile with 9 posts that look amazing. So you want to attract and interact with potential clients. And what that looks like is you're commenting on their posts and then you're sending a message. Comment on their post and send a message. because that's going to lead to conversations. And let's get to what the conversations are going to look like. So now that you have your Instagram set up, everything's looking good, you're attracting and you're interacting, now you're in the DMs, right? You've slid into the DMs successfully. Now here's where things get tricky, is you have to have genuine conversations. You see that word? It says genuine. When you think of the word genuine, what do you think? Who's a genuine person you know? Yeah, you like that. You like that person. Now think about somebody who's not so genuine. What do you think of that person? You don't really like them as much. You don't like them at all. And so genuine conversation is super important. You want to have conversations that are just real. So if you see that somebody has a golden doodle and you have a golden doodle, talk about it, right? If you see that somebody is into pickleball and you love pickleball, talk about it. People will genuinely be interested in having great conversations if your Instagram doesn't look like a robot. And now when you're having these conversations and your videos look great on your profile, it takes work. Hey, it's not get rich overnight. You have to work at it. You're not gonna just wake up and get rich. Like, you have to really put in the work. But when you put in the work and you're having genuine conversations, it's going to lead to a magic question. So what you wanna do is you want to wait for the magic question. You don't wanna offer your services. You don't want to just say, hey, I can do this for you. I can give you a discount, 50%. No, come on. I see so many people making the same mistake over and over again because they're using methods that worked in 2023. You're watching this likely in 2025. And you want to make sure you're using updated methods. So the updated method is getting people interested in you. Rather than pushing yourself and asserting your services on people, you want to have people come to you. And if you're doing 100 messages a day, you really do 100 messages a day, you're going to get people asking this magic question. And here's the magic question. What do you charge for your videos? What is your rate? How much do you charge for a 60-second video? Or the last one is, what do you charge for a reel? This is a great question. And most of the time agents, they're asking this because they're just curious. They see your videos, they look good. You have the 9 posts, everything's look good. You're on a company page. And this is where most people make a vital mistake. They answer the question. Isn't that crazy? They answer the question. You're probably wondering, Claudio, that doesn't make sense. What do you mean answer the question? Well, check this one out. Don't fall for the trap. You don't want to fall for that trap. It is a trap. They're asking you because they're going to see what you charge. And when you say $1,000 and you haven't had a sales conversation or any sort of brand vision, or you haven't done any sort of rapport building on a phone call, you're going to lose the sale. People rarely say $1,000 and let me just go for it. Somebody I've never worked with before, let me just go for it. When you have a ton of brand behind you, years on the road, it's easy. But in the beginning, I'm teaching for people who want it. You're probably watching this because you really want it. I know how you are because I was that person. I needed it. I needed to make those sales. I wanted it. I wanted to buy drones. I wanted to get new lenses. And this all happens with money, right? You're probably, if you're watching this, I'm going to guess that you don't have rich parents, that you don't have a credit card that your dad will just give you to buy your gear. You're probably like hustling. Like, you're probably really hustling, whether you're older or whether you're younger, whether you're 16 years old or whether you just quit your job as a pilot and you're an adult. You probably don't have unlimited funds, so don't fall for that trap. I really want you guys to handle this one precisely. So this is how you handle it. So now they're interested, and now it's time to set up a phone call. Don't just give them the price. What you can do is just ignore the question. Just ignore it. Don't worry about it. Just ignore it and say, hey, what's the best number to reach you at? Just ask them what their phone number is and call them. Call them. It's very simple. You're probably wondering, like, well, then what? It's very simple. Relax. We're going to get into that. What you want to do is you want to walk them through a question-based sales process, because most videographers, they get on the phone and they just kind of take the questions. They immediately, hey, what do you charge for the video? Easy. Question-based sales process. Hey, I'm curious. This happens. I promise you all the time, and we make sales with this exact process. We get on the phone. What do you charge for the video? Hey, I really appreciate you reaching out. I'm curious, what about the videos caught your attention? It's a pretty great question. I really like the music. I love the way that you do the day to night transition. You see the house during the day and then you see it at nighttime. See, now you're in control of the conversation. You can set the pace. You don't want to answer that question. It's a second trap. You get on the phone call. What does it cost? Hey, I'm curious. What about the videos caught your attention? And you see, that's only the first question that you want to ask, but make sure you walk them through a sales process. Don't be the one answering all the questions. You're the one who asks the questions. You control the pace of the conversation, and you're the one who leads them to discovering what will work best for them. And that's, of course, going to be your product, doing a video. So you're on the phone, you got out of the DMs, everything's great, but now it's time to talk about your prices. I'm not sure. Have you ever said your price and got nervous? Like you gulp after you say it, you're all confident, you build the rapport, but now it's time to talk about price and your voice kind of gets higher tone, or you get a little insecure, or you get nervous, you freeze a little bit. Is that you? Is that you? Because that's who I was. I used to get so nervous, and that's because I didn't have the right ideas. And here are the right ideas that I would want you to consider. So I don't want you to be the nervous person. I want you to be the person that knows your offers, that makes your offers with clarity, and also reveals your investments. You have to know your offers. So don't overcomplicate it. Don't have 40 options. Okay, you want a video, great. Okay, now you want to add on the intro of the agent. Okay, we'll add on drone, and then we'll add music, and then we'll add, it's a 60-second video or it's a 120-second video. Let's just add 40 seconds. Like, people overcomplicate it. Have very simple offers. I have a ton of videos on how to do that. Know your offers. Say your offers with clarity. Make it easy for someone to understand. People don't buy when they're confused. They buy when they're certain. And they buy when you've engaged them through the right questions. And now it's time to close the deal. I want you to use this exact line to close the deal. Take a look at this video. Feel good about that. So it's really important to say congratulations. So let's go to the next one. Closing the deal. So this is a magic line. Like, this is something I came up with. I said, gosh, this is so powerful. So here it is. Ready? Take a look. When they're ready to go and they're like, yeah, the price, does that sound like it checks the boxes for what you're looking for? You tell them the investment. So you give them the investment. Does that sound like it checks the boxes for what you're looking for? Then you say, okay, cool. So the next step is to cover the investment. When that's covered, we'll send you over a calendar invite. So if you use that line, I promise you, if you use that line about getting on the calendar, it will help you close the deal so much more. Hey, does this sound like it checks the boxes for what you're looking for? Great. Boom, calendar line. Close the deal. See, the truth is most videographers, the reason that they fail to charge $1,000 for a video is not just because their work isn't good enough, or the camera sucks, or the clients are cheap. It's because it's not about the camera. It really isn't. Because your camera does not close the deal. Because you shoot an S-Log does not close the deal. Because you have a cool computer or studio at home, that does not close the deal. The truth is your character will close the deal. See, most videographers, they get so in their head that the reason that they can't charge agents what they want is because the clients are cheap. Most of the time, it's themselves. Like, you are your own blockage. Because here's the truth. Every single agent in the world that is willing to pay $1,000 for a video, every single agent, they're not looking for a great camera. You guys already have them. Use a Sony a7S III. But they're looking for somebody with incredible character. They're looking for someone charismatic. They're looking for someone that they can get along with. They're looking for someone that they can trust. Like, when they get on the phone with you, do they hear it in your voice that you're somebody that's going to take care of them? Because the whole world doesn't care anymore. The whole world. Go to Best Buy. I guarantee it. Go to Best Buy. Can you get any help? Nobody cares anymore. Go to anywhere. Their service is just out the window unless you go to a high echelon place, like a nice restaurant, or go to a nice hotel. People don't care anymore. So your character closes the deal. Your character does. Have you seen videographers that when they walk in the room, they're just sloppy? These guys are out of shape. These guys are they look messy. These guys, they're not dressed properly. They look like they haven't gotten a haircut in a long time. They can hear that. They know when they're on the phone with the savage, and they know when they're on the phone with a loser. It's true. And there's a lot of losers in this industry. If you want to be successful, you have to have incredible character. You have to be somebody that the world's never seen. If you can do that, see, I'm losing some people, then it's okay. You can click off. If you're still watching, it's because you know you have what it takes. Like, even if you're not in the best shape right now, you know that you have what it takes, that you know you were made for more. You know you were made to serve at a high level. You know that, you just know that there's something about you. Even if you don't have the proof yet, you know that there's something about you, and that's that character. That's that heart within you that says, hey, I can do big things. I'm going to show up prepared. I'm going to show up on time. I'm going to deliver on my promises. I'm going to show up looking proper. I'm going to show up with with a character, with a certain moral authority that nobody else does in this industry. If you can do that, come on. $1,000 a video, that's too cheap for you. I promise you that. You gotta have the confidence. When you have the confidence, everything goes how you wish it will. Like, I get it, I sound pretty intense, but at the end of the day, they're the client. They're the ones paying you. And if you can serve them at a high level, that's how you get the $1,000. It's all about the service. But do you really want to charge $1,000 per video? Do you want the cheat code? I saved this one for the very end because I want to give you guys a little bit of a cheat code, but I didn't want you guys to click off too early thinking that you could just skip all those other things. You want to charge $1,000 per video? Great. Become better than 80% of videographers in your city. To be a 1%er, that takes a lot of work. But as long as you can become better than 80% of videographers in your city, it's yours. It's yours for the taking. And the last thing is super important. If you want to charge $1,000, I actually think it's not possible if you don't subscribe. So make sure you hit subscribe. If you have any questions, my phone number is right here. You can text me. If you text me, I will personally reply to you within 24 hours. I'm not kidding. You can text me, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, drop them in the comments. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys go out there and believe that you can do it. Because a person who believes they can, they'll get it. A person who believes that they can't, they'll never get it. You can do it. It's absolutely possible. My first video I ever did was $75.